Hi, in this video I'll show you how to retrieve the number of records in the database. So the only part that we want to do here is to know how many records are currently in the table in your database. I will continue working with the same examples. I'll create new package and I'll call it count. So in here I will make a copy of maybe delete statement, delete functionality, and here in queries, instead of delete entry, I will call it get total number of records. I don't need to pass anything here, and I will update the functionality. First I'll remove this part, and instead of delete entry I will call it count records. So in this part I will modify the statement, remove the end, and here I will say select count star, which means all, and from which table. Let's see. Then here in the try part I will execute this this query. Execute query, and this will give me back result set. So I have two different variables with the same name. Let me remove that. Result set, result. And here I want to know if there whatever is returned. So if result has next, then I will return whatever I can get from this result. Okay, and otherwise I'll return 0. Alright, so in my driver class I have to call this method that I just created, get total number of records. I don't need to pass anything to the method, and the result will be the number of records in the database, and I will display it. So I'll go back to connect to DB example to see how many records I have currently in the database. So currently I have 3 records. Let me go back to my count functionality and run it, I'm expecting to see 3. So I see 3 here. I can add one more entry here, purple, size, price 5, and I will keep the size letter. Let me run this and add one more entry to the database. Alright, now let me call this query count again, count functionality, and now I see that there are 4 records in the database. And if I go to connect to DB functionality and get all the records, I should see 4 records in the database. So it does have 4 records right now in the database. So my count functionality is working as expected. It's returning to me the total number of records in the database.